I want to put my neck on my neck on the block here. Over a minimum period of 3 to 5 years, people could have accumulated real assets, which they can use to build real wealth using this tool. My name is Mzi. That is the short version of Mzimasi Sibeko. I was born in Begweni in Paarl. I grew up there. I went to school there in Begweni, and of course I hopped around the country, starting here and there, Eastern Cape, then coming back again. But I'm a Paarl guy, I guess a Pearl in Afrikaans. Yes. I studied up to my highest form of education, university, but incomplete, could not complete because of the persistent problem of inability to afford. One moment you are in, I did my law studies but could not complete them. I was out. I had a stint with journalism. I trained on the job. I work for several media houses as a freelance journalist. And also I have been a student activist. I come from a very strong a strong background of student activism. 80s, 90s, 2000, I'm not a 2000 though. So that's my background. But I'm driven by passions of community justice, transformation and development. That's what drives me. That's what keeps me thinking. My thinking does not allow me to sleep, because every time my mind is on overdrive, I'm trying to find solutions, developing systems, to respond to the issues of justice, social justice, transformation, and development. Because I don't think it is a natural that we should, as a people, a human species, having lived 1 million of years on Earth, have not grappled with simple things. How do we live together? Right? We send men to moon, we create nuclear weapons and stuff like that. But simple things, simple gestures that speaks to humanity, love, community, family, nation building. That's what drives me. So I'm in a nutshell, driven by that, and I see myself as a systems change agent. And network marketing gives me the tool to do that. Being one of the founding leaders of the AVBOB Dream Team is a dream come true. You must remember, I'm driven by passions of responding to issues of social transformation, wealth creation in a just manner, in a democratic manner, fair fashion. But the problem has been the tool, right? Because the systems that are dominant in society globally, I think they were born in the earlier industrial development of society, when society was moving from one form of low level of development, to an industrial form. So the thinking as well represents that level of doing things. And I think technology has advanced, science has advanced, it's giving us new tools of how to form relations, of how to create wealth. And having done that, it has, in the intellectual culture of the development of the system, it has brought in front a concept of how to do business in a new way, in a humane way, in a sustainable way, in a way that cares for the environment, that cares for the society and the community, not in a way that destroys, that disfragments people, that spiritually disempowers them. So this being given this tool is what has been lacking. The ideas are there, they've been there. But when you do this, you need organizations with strong business fundamentals, organizations with a good business history, not fly-by-nights, an organization that that even if it has problems tomorrow, it won't go away, right? This is what the AVBOB Dream Team and AVBOB has provided us. It has provided us with it's like a grandfather who comes and say, I see you, my grandson, you are struggling and trying to do this. I'm here for you. Go ahead. I'll support you. This is how sentimental I am about it. So the AVBOB Dream Team gives us the tool, the organization, right, to be able to move into the 21st century of how to do things. Though, of course, we're still embedded into the old industrial age ways of thinking, of doing things, but it simply means that network marketing and this business of AVBOB Dream Team is the future, is that new star, that shooting star, right? And I can tell you, this is how society is going to transform in the next 100 years. People are going to create wealth in their own communities and own that wealth and share it, because it is the natural way of living, as opposed to the, one being on top of the other and stuff like that. So this AVBOB Dream Team gives us that opportunity. The organization AVBOB itself gives us credibility. Nobody can question that. It's not going anywhere anytime soon. Yeah. Wow. I see myself being able to finally do what I claim to be, a systems change agent. I want to bring in every individual, every family, every institution, every community, every soccer club, every church organization, every burial society, right? I want to bring in the students, right, who are struggling to eat, to pay their fees, because the system is so, is organized in such a way that it does not cater for their needs, right? I see myself playing a role there. I see myself meeting up with student leaders, meeting up with church leaders and church organizations, burial societies. I see myself meeting and being invited in the family space, in their living rooms, talking to 1, 2, 5 family members who are struggling to make ends meet, who are struggling to send their kids to school, to university, who have no financial plan of what happens when I'm gone, what's going to happen to my kids. I see myself sitting in such cozy environment, talking to them and saying, look, here's a new way of doing and creating wealth that speaks to the future. Not just to the future, but it speaks to the immediate, right? Immediately right now, we can't pay rent, you can't pay electricity, you can't buy simple things like food to eat, right? And as a result, with the meager income that generally we have, whenever you plan, you've got to plan for your death when you are dead, right? Meaning, therefore, you must sacrifice your living for your eventual death, right? But with this new system, as a systems change agent, I see myself saying to you, look, you can plan for your dignified death, right? You can plan for your after this, but also you can plan for your life, a dignified life now. You can have decent food, you can build a decent home, you can send your kids to school, you can begin even to enjoy luxuries which you thought were impossible for you by simply learning the new system, stuck to the new system of doing business, doing the AVBOB Dream Team network marketing opportunity, business opportunity, to earn an income now, but also to build a wealth, a financial legacy that you will leave for your children. So your two problems of what happens when I'm dead and your immediate problem of what happens now that I'm alive, that I cannot eat, are taken. We beat two birds with one stone. Ntagezimbini, geli. They must come in. They must come in, because this is the only opportunity I see. This is the only vehicle that's going to create an opportunity for them to create wealth, but also to create an income source or a source of income, right? People can use this to create systematically and build over a period, right, of 6, 12, 3 years, 6 months, 12 months, a year, 2 years, 3 years to 5 years. You can really build a nest income for yourself immediately and for when you are no longer around, for your children to enjoy. What I understand is that nobody's got a plan. We are in a serious global financial and economic recession, and unfortunately, people who were entrusted with leadership everywhere globally, we thought they had a plan out of the situation, but they don't really have a plan. Their plans, whatever plans they have, they're not taking us forward to history. They're taking us backwards to history. recreating outmoded systems which cannot sustain the new way of life which we must embrace. Huh? Because what we're sitting with here, we're sitting with a situation of a baby struggling to be born. Now, the sooner the people join in, the better for them. The better they find a tool and a system to transform their lives presently. Not this thing of a better life in the distant future, which you can't even define. This business gives you the tools and techniques to be able to plan daily, monthly, and yearly what you want to earn. Right? Which the systems that are there, the work that people do in the jobs that they have, they work for 12 months, and earn a meager income, and then finish that, and then the following year they start from afresh again. It's just not sustainable. It's not creating wealth. But this is a system of developing assets. It will teach you how to develop assets, how to, over a period of, I want to put my neck on the block here, over a minimum period of 3 to 5 years, people could have accumulated real assets which they can use to build real wealth using this tool. Whoa, wow. It's going to be huge. It's going to be huge because of the need. This business is not created out of somebody's ingenuity. Somebody who sat into a room and said, I've got a great idea. Let me sell this to the people. This business is responding to a need. I mean, we have about 60 million people here. We have an unemployment rate of about 30%. That's bad in this country. That's just South Africa alone. Just imagine if you were to expand to the SADC region and to the rest of the African market, the continent as a whole. You've got about over 1 billion population of people who need a system of wealth creation, a system to create wealth. It's going to be huge. It's going to be so huge. It's just that we have got to be ready, because the moment the people realize that here is a tool, here is a solution to our problems of creating basic personal financial wealth at home and for our children and our grandchildren, we are going to be experiencing a rush of interest into the system. So it's going to be very huge, right? At the moment, we're talking about over 2 million subscribers into AVBOB, funeral policies. That is just a seed. That is just a seed. Now we are planting the seed. Our tool to do spade work, to till the soil, is this AVBOB a network business opportunity, right? So it's going to be huge. We've got the seed already in terms of AVBOB as base, in terms of its subscribers and people who believe that's confidence to AVBOB. Over 2 million subscribers. You can't play with that, bro. It's not small matter. We use that as a seed, and it's going to be huge. It's going to be really, really big. I am in my rough estimation, I'm looking at an exponential growth of around, in 5 years' time, right, around 10 million subscribers. And that is my conservative or mid-conservative estimation. Look, what I would like to say to the people who are watching this video, this interview, is that this is an opportunity for them to come in and join. It can be used to build any form of organization in any community. But building an organization, not just in terms of bench warmers, but we need to build an organization of live people, wealth creators, be it the church, be it the burial societies, be it the soccer club. I have a young man when I was leaving yesterday for another meeting who came to me. He is coaching a sport in a nearby school. He says, Bramzi, hey, I need your assistance, man. We don't have a soccer kit and football and dogs and all the stuff. And I was like, but why is he asking me? And immediately said, I'm a systems change agent. That's who I am, right? And I've got a tool, right? But now, he thinks that I can go out there and get sponsors for them. But I want to teach them a new tool of how they can use a need and flip it around and see an opportunity to create wealth. That simple thing, which looks like a problem to him of not having a kid, balls and stuff like that, they are struggling at the school. We can turn that thing around. It's a crisis, it's a problem, but it's a beautiful crisis because it makes us think. From that, they can get the clothes, the kit, the balls and stuff like that. But even more, we can use that to teach them wealth creation through this business concept, right? The same tool to use and apply in the churches, in the burial societies. I mean, the burial societies are all over, everywhere in the black townships. Everybody belongs into a burial society. But my frustration with them is that they take this money, they send it to the banks make money with their money, and then give them nothing, because all they are using for their money is to just send their departed back home and get buried, and then the bank gives them that. It's just a savings transaction, nothing more. But we've got to move from that mentality, because these people are collecting all of this money, but they're not creating assets with it. The church collects, what do you call it? They do collections every Sundays, from their congregants, and yet the church is in the heart of every community, and then communities are dying of hunger, malnutrition, underdevelopment, undereducation, and yet the church is in the center. But the church can cater for the spiritual needs of the people, but also go all the way, use the new system and the new tool to teach its members how to create wealth. It's already collecting the money. The burial societies are already collecting the money. The problem is they are not using the money in the positive way in which it will develop assets. Organizations can create money using this program, where the club, the church, the burial society can come and join. It can use this and accumulate its own money and establish funds to help its members in education, in development, in food, etc., etc. But using this very system again, it can create a system or an opportunity for individual members to earn an income monthly. So you've removed the dependency syndrome. So we're not coming to the church to God because we only recognize him or her because we are in a dire state. We come to him or her because we believe, right? So it's a decision which is not coerced by circumstances. It's a decision which we do because we recognize that we are part of the whole, and the whole is part of us. So this for me, I would like to see. In fact, that's what I'm going to do. I'm taking it to the football clubs. I'm taking it to the churches. I'm taking it to the burial societies. I am taking it to every household which thinks, because currently it cannot or it does not have an alternative, create a financial stream to put food on the table, to build a beautiful home, to show them that no, there is a system to do this. This is what I want to do. This is what I hope it's going to be, taking this vehicle exponentially and build a huge, following and business around it. But business in a way that makes sense. Business in a new way. The business of life.